news, and I think this is very important, so I'm trying to get this as quick as possible. Um, Another thing to point out and put this together, so you have the Russian thing over this weekend didn't go good. You have the European leaders talking over. You have you have the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, and you have data. So, and also in the S&P, time and date, my bad, guys. Time and date, Arizona time. Here we have my 2-hour candle for the S&P 500, and my indicators tell me that, hey, this is your entry and these are your targets. If we keep getting this bad news and if this plays out like I think it is with this down pressure, this excuse, this is gonna be, this is just a buying opportunity for them. But markets will be scaring you. This is not. Eventually, we will recover because at the end of the day, he's not gonna let this go down. He knows that the only thing they can brag about really is the market. So as long as the market is good, he's happy. So and they take advantage of these dips just to buy more of these stocks and crypto. So something I'm gonna point out. So we have a 12-hour candle that is breaking. We have 12-hour candle closes at 2. If we eventually keep up with this, we're gonna end up breaking through this cushion support that we run. As you can see, we're already breaking it. So you're already getting the warning signs. And that's on the 3-hour candle. So when you go to a 2-hour candle, it's already telling you, hey, this is your trading, these are your targets, and look at the targets. Now something I will point out also is daily wise, we're on a trend. We've been on a trend. This indicator is showing you the trend, the connections, and if you spread them out, don't mind my bad for all this shit, but you spread it out, can't really see it, sorry for all this bullshit, but if you stretch it out, right here, connection right here, connection right here, and then finally we're right here, right? So when we zoom in and you see where the trend line's at, here's a trend line, here's a trend line, and there's a 4 candle 50 Fibonacci. You see how there's a 4 candle 50 Fibonacci? 4 candle, the 50 Fibonacci right here. 6,400, and that's where the trend line crosses to. So this plays out like I think it is. In the next 12 to 48 hours, we could be hitting that price, and we're either gonna get saved, whatever day it is, and bounce on up and try to maintain this daily trend line that we've been on for a minute, or we're finally gonna break it, and it's either gonna be Thursday or Friday. It's gonna either save us, or we're gonna continue down, get bad news, and be somewhere down here. Because this is the 8-hour candle 50 Fibonacci. Let me take my indicator off. Here's the 8-hour candle 50 Fibonacci. Here's the 8-hour candle. So that's why I mark it off with the dark blue. That represents to me 8-hour candle. And then once we get to here, then there'll be a struggle to get back up and all that shit and whatnot. And depending what data we get next week from here. And then also we have the Jackson Hole during the weekend happening also. So that's also gonna be, this is gonna be an interesting weekend, you guys. It's gonna be an interesting weekend. Let me take this bullshit off. But yeah, and then once Ethereum starts breaking this, because Bitcoin's already showing you, if we maintain whatever, because the good news in the morning or tweet or something, you're gonna see Ethereum and Bitcoin try to now break above their monthly and weekly support that they just broke. So it's really gonna take good news for this market for Jackson Hole and this Wednesday important prices. Also, I think something good news happened with XRP, because you can even tell that XRP is still holding that 3-hour price. But again, if this news starts breaking down bad with the S&P 400 and everything, it will continue bringing Bitcoin and Ethereum down to their prices. You can see already they're trying to make it up. See? So if by this morning we get some good news tweet or something, and you see the S&P hold that support level that it's holding, then you're gonna see Ethereum and Bitcoin try to break them up from the areas that they just dropped. And the key price to pay attention to is this daily 50 Fibonacci that I just broke, which now comes down here. Since the market moved, the Fibonacci moved. So my bad. This becomes dark orange, representing the daily. This one get closed, gets canceled. Yeah, see, now I broke this monthly and this weekly, and it gets trapped in this box. See? We're gonna get trapped here. We're gonna get bad news, no good tweet from the president, and the market's gonna be volatile morning. You're gonna see Bitcoin and Ethereum start price going down and getting stuck in those prices earlier in the video. hitting that 4 candle Fibonacci, also hitting that daily trend line. And the suspense is gonna be, you're gonna have filling the market this week or whatnot if it plays out like that. Otherwise, if we get saved by our Captain Planet, aka Superman, aka we're gonna get saved. Otherwise, you will see some blood in the market this weekend. All right, guys. Time and date. Bryson, what's up, my man? Xander, what's up, brother? But yeah, I'm out of here. But this is how I project the market going down and hitting this 6,400 target. If we start getting no tweet from the president, I start getting bad news from the Jackson Hole, whatnot, from comments, and then Wednesday we get bad news from that from Powell, and you're gonna see the market bleed. Anyway, it's gonna be too much ahead. I'll just do that when the time comes right to talk about it. But all right, guys, appreciate it. You guys take care.